What is up, y'all? Today we're going to be talking about the intricacies of the jab and the cross. Now, from outside looking in, looking at the jab cross, you would think that they both have the same purposes, right? Wrong. They both have different purposes, and I'm about to show you guys why. Hold up. First of all, look at those plants. Hold on, let me zoom in for you guys. Look at those plants. They are beautiful. In the springtime, they're going to get bigger and become fuller. They're just going to become, that's just lovely. Let's go. All right, starting off with the jab, y'all. So with the jab, you want that arm, both arms, to be glued to your ribs. Why? Because if somebody throws body shots at you, you'll have that extra protection with your elbows there first. All right, so when you're throwing that jab, notice how there's no elbow out. There's no give to this. You don't want any of that. You want to keep it nice here and right to the point, right to the point. They say the fastest point to a target is a straight line, right? So that's one reason to keep your arm straight. Another reason is when you're throwing that jab, you don't want any tell. So when you're going against somebody who has a decent amount of fighting experience or something like that, they're gonna be able to tell based off of your elbow that that jab is coming. So what gets rid of that tell is the elbow being eliminated from the process. Straight to your target, straight to your target. All right, y'all, so another thing that a jab can do is be used as a blinder. Look at that. That is what a jab can do. It can be used as a blinder, and guess what that can do? That can set up other punches. All right, so that can prevent the person's eyes from seeing the next tactic coming as quickly. All right, so it can be used as a blinder. It doesn't necessarily always have to touch square on, or even have to touch, as long as it's serving its purpose. All right. All right, so that cross, that's your power shot. What makes it your power shot? Again, now you have that pivot in the back foot, right? I believe I explained the pivot in my last 2 episodes, but you have that pivot in the back foot, you have the torque in the hip that allows you to put way more power into that cross. Remember when I was talking about the doors, your hips are like doors. Remember that cross, your hip is swinging closed, your door is swinging all the way closed. All right, so jab, and then that cross is folding right over. Jab, cross over. All right, boom. Other thing to notice, when you're throwing these shots, you don't want your hands, to turn all the way over with this. All right, all the way over. You want full rotation. Some people, you even see them turn it inward. The Muay Thai style, they tend to throw their hands a little bit more inward because it can kind of pivot over some shots. All right, you guys, now there are a couple of different ways that you can put those 2 punches together, the jab and the cross. You don't always have to put it in that original jab cross format. Let me show you guys. Let me show you. All right, so keep in mind, you do have that original jab cross, just the jab and the cross. Jab, cross. Simple enough that one is, right? All right, next one. Double jab, cross. Double jab, cross. Now remember when I said they can be used as a measuring tool, that double jab, cross, beautiful way of using it as a measuring. Double jab, that's the measure, then cross, you sit down, that's your power shot right there. That's 2, double jab, cross, on to the next one. Okay, number 3, get the jab, cross, all right? Jab, cross, jab, cross. Now all of these can be used as different tempo markers, okay? So when you're in a fight, there's a certain tempo to it. The jab has a tempo to it. The cross has a tempo to it. Now when you're throwing this jab, cross, it's a bit of a tempo change. The tempo switches within this combo, all right? So I actually like the jab, cross. I like all of these formats under the jab, cross, but here's the next one. All right, and the last one I got for you guys, you're starting off with the cross, and then you're going double jab to it's almost like a backup, all right? So you're going cross, double jab, bah. Now with that double jab, with the cross, you're gonna almost have to circle out with it. Again, with all these techniques, you're gonna need a lot of footwork, a lot of different things to keep in mind with these techniques. You know, they're not just gonna come by the day, they're gonna take practice. So while we're all cooped up, let's take the time to practice these techniques, all right? All right, a couple of other quick tips for you guys. Remember, when you're throwing these shots, your hands always come back to its original place, always come right back to the face, all right? And when you're throwing this cross, remember, when you're throwing the cross, there is that extra bit of shield there from the shoulder. All right, so not only is that cross used as an offensive tip, but it's also a defensive tip as well. So remember, keep those shoulders involved, keep those hips involved, keep those feet involved, and I will catch you guys next time on the next AFAP episode. Look at these plants, just beautiful.